All right, so I just came from a community center. I don't know if you could see it. It's behind the trees. It's behind those trees. Anyways, I just signed up for a drawing course because I kept getting the emails, and I'm thinking I get the emails because at one time a couple of years ago I was inquiring about free, not free, but like walking, drawing workshops where you just go in, there's a live model and you draw. But I think it was too expensive at a drop-in date. And I figured I might as well just, I saw the email and I was like, I need to take a course. I mean, I can't go to my art therapy class. Well, it's not that I can't. I'd rather something different. But I left that open. But yeah, so I have to mark the dates in my agenda calendar. It's starting in September till November. With taxes, about 270 something, so it's about $27 a session for 3 hours, I think, or 6, 7, 8, 9, 2 to 3 hours. So that's good. It's 9:21. I'm off to bed. I was trying to prepare myself to get up at 5, and then it's like past 9, so I'm like, okay, I'll get up at 6, go to the gym nearby, but I am tired. The tops of my eyes are all crusty from the AHA a few days ago. I stopped lotioning my body. I have some pimples on the side, probably because I'm wearing a shirt that right after the gym and I just keep going. I'm very sensitive to acne, and I'm thinking of doing one day on, one day off. Like, I'm thinking I can't even recover from the workout I did today. And I only stayed an hour and a half. I'm thinking maybe it's the chest workout. It's just so intense. Or maybe it's because I'm walking afterwards. I don't know what it is. It's just really, I was asleep. I'm going to bed. I'm not going to get myself wired up. I'm watching Vegan Gains. He's talking about his memory not being great. But, yeah, the only reason I'm all like anxious and more aware of my fatigue is because I'm going to go to the person to observe how to take care of him, orderly type work, but I'm not getting paid. It's at 11, so I'm like trying to plan, like reverse engineer, and it's like, yeah, just stay in. It's about 6:36 and I've been snoozing for the past 36 minutes with the alarm. I gotta get up. So I'm off to the orderly client, I guess, to observe what his morning routine is. So it usually takes me about a half-hour walk to get there. There's no pride parade, so I know there's construction right there, so I gotta make a detour. That's fine. My legs hurt. My chest is all pumped and nice. So that means I worked out a lot yesterday. I managed to get finish the application for the fit coach, even though there's only a couple weeks left of my certification. But I sent everything and I could focus on the next step. I have, I have to get my certification again. it was a course I was doing and it was complicated, and then I went to the orderly course and it's like I couldn't do anything else. And I have to do my CPR certification to teach for the other association. I don't think the one I'm doing now, the certification I have, I mean, my former boss doesn't even answer me, so I guess I'm gonna, it'll slide. You know, I don't have, haven't taught enough. I have until December, I guess. We'll see what happens. I can't worry about that. So, trying to think what I'm going to do when I get home, because I'm already, you know, it's a grind just to get myself out, you know. So it's a battle. I'm thinking, I was thinking, for the fitness certification, I will call, probably not today, because I need to get my power to do that, but call for them to send me the annex that I needed, and then I'm going to just attempt to go through the exams and find the information in the books, as opposed to what I was originally doing is just reading the books, taking notes. I lost the time to do that. And it's always the case. I always want to learn this stuff, but it's like medical school, you know, you don't have time. You just gotta do the shortcuts. So now it's like, that's what I gotta do. But I have to call them, and I know there's another little course that they need me to take too. And but today for the CPR, I will pull out the 16-hour course plan and attempt to chip away at it. And so cleaning is on the back burner. Yeah, also, besides touching my taxes again, I have to do my, my bookkeeping for the month of July, since we're August. I've been waiting for one of my statements to come in. I have to keep up on that. Not today, but I have to keep a note. Like when I get into the other two things I say I need to do, I have to at least get to that and complete that. It's a mountain. So as I'm walking, I'm just a few blocks away. I'm thinking, why is my leg hurting? And I realize, well, they're not swollen really. I didn't do anything for legs yesterday. I walked a bit, I'm thinking, when I'm stretching out my hip, I'm trying to lock my lower leg because it pulls at the, the tib-fib joint, which can pop. So I'm thinking it's because of that pigeon stretch, maybe. Or maybe because I did bike yesterday. 10 minutes and 31 seconds, I think. But that wasn't strenuous. Maybe it's because I didn't stimulate them I waited too long to stimulate them. Yeah. All right, so I took an hour and a half. I just got out of the observation with the orderly patient. It was a Belgian guy who was doing it. He lives there with his kid in another room, so that was kind of cool. Wasn't too bad. I took some notes. I'm gonna review it. I have some gloves at home from when I did the orderly job because they don't have gloves big enough for me. It wasn't too bad. I mean, it wasn't too bad because I had the internship at the living facility, so it's like there's things I'm not panicking over. You know what I mean? And their technique is a bit different, and so I just adapt with that. You know. I took some notes. I'm gonna review them. We have to lift. I have to lift him. It's about 120, 130 pounds. It's about 200 steps, but I'm not panicking yet. I mean, because I already have a base. You know, I would have had a base. Maybe I may have had more of a problem if I didn't do that course and that internship, but maybe not because it's only one person, whereas when you work at a living facility, it's 32. Well, half at 32 at least if you're two people. But sometimes I'm dealing with 32. And so to know all the stuff that they need, it's like terrible, at least with this guy. I just basically have to memorize what to do for him, you know. So it makes it, I guess, 1/32 easier. And anyway, he wants me in Monday, and I'm like, oh, okay. He's like, do you need to observe again or whatever? I'm like, no, well, he could be there, and like if I panic, he'll take over or whatever. I don't know. He doesn't wear diapers, so it's like a lot easier too. I don't know, I kind of feel a little bit good, happy. It's a new adventure with someone, just one person. So, yeah, I don't know, mixed feelings. All right, so I went to the expensive grocery store, but I was like so hungry. I was gonna buy frozen pizzas. I was like, okay, but I got hooked onto the Tim Hortons soup, fried mushroom soup, and now I'm adding some tomatoes to it. I bought 2 cans of each so I could stock up, and then I got myself some broccoli to get it. I needed to get hearty. I needed it to be a big ass thing. So this I got because it was cheap for any salads, or whatever, for a change of flavor. And I found these potatoes. They're $4.99 though. And tofu. I figured, oh, there we go. And now I have, of course, some beans in my. So all those items cost around $41.89, I think. 41 and change. Now, of course, I bought 2 of the soup. I bought 2 of the potatoes. I bought of the tomatoes. I bought 2 of the broccoli. I mean, the point is to make a whole bunch. And so, of course, those are going to be what I'm going to eat today, like all the meals. Like, that's the point, to get it so that that's all I'm eating on today. Now, how many days can this last? I don't know. The potatoes, the broccoli, I'm only going to use 1, so that's $5. The soup, maybe 2, I don't know. The tomatoes, 1. So with this tomatoes, save $2.79. Potatoes, I might have them all. I don't know. Maybe make a big batch. So it's cheaper than a $7, pizza dough thing with tomato sauce on it. And it'll be more than one meal. That's what I'm trying to say. So I eat a lot, so it's expensive for someone normal, but for me, it's I guess it's okay. And haven't had rice yet. So it's 1:19. I just got in. It was. Oh, I can't see it. Well, drizzling. You can't see through there. But so if I leave my place at 10:30, 11:30, 12:30, so it's 3 hours including taking my time getting home and grocery shopping. I almost went to like a buffet. I almost bought frozen pizzas. Like there were a lot of things calling me, and the place where I would get that buffet. Well, it's not buffet. It would be like what do you call it? When you have like salad and cooked food options, not a cafeteria. Like you serve yourself for lunchtime. All you can eat? No, well, you weigh the food, I think, but that grocery store is closed, so that's good. So I managed to get healthy food, and now I'm just going to put stuff on a pot. I have a bigger pot, so that's good. And just eat it as I go along, season it with whatever I have. And so, what did I learn today? To kind of put myself in that mind space so I can kind of make better choices. When I'm all overwhelmed and stuff, I'll get like shit, and that bothers me. Oh well.